Hello, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here to teach you how to play Amnesia by 5 Seconds of Summer. So, grab your uke, make sure it's in tune, and get ready to play a song you won't soon forget. Now this is a great song to play on the uke because there are just 4 chords on it all the way through. To play the chord of D, just put your 1st, 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 2nd fret of the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings and leave the 1st string open. And the chord of D should sound like this. To play the chord of G, put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and the chord of G should sound like this. To play the chord of B minor, bar the 2nd fret with your 1st finger over all 4 strings at the same time. Then add your 4th finger to the 4th fret of the 4th string. And for a bit of extra support, you can add your 3rd finger to the 3rd fret as well, although it won't make any difference to the sound. The chord of B minor should sound like this. And to play the chord of A, put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. The chord of A should sound like this. Now you've got the 4 chords you'll need all the way through the song, let me show you the intro. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Looks pretty complicated, but actually it just takes a bit of practice. Don't worry, we're going to start really slow with this one. Now the chord that you're playing is the chord of D, but to make things easier for you, when you're doing the finger picking, I'm going to say you can just bar the 2nd fret. Now because you're basically just playing D with your left hand, it's the pattern that you're playing with your right hand that's what's important. If you put your thumb on the 4th string, your 1st finger on the 3rd string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd string, the pattern that you need to play is 1 thumb, 2 thumb, 1 thumb, 2 thumb, like this. 1 thumb, 2 thumb, 1 thumb, 2 thumb. Now the intro is made up of 2 lines where you play the 1 thumb, 2 thumb pattern 4 times each. So one line is 1 thumb, 2 thumb, 1 thumb, 2 thumb, 1 thumb, 2 thumb, 1 thumb, 2 thumb. The only thing you need to do differently is on the 3rd 1 thumb, 2 thumb, on the 2, you hammer on with your 2nd finger onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Hammering on means you play one note with your right hand, but with your left hand you hammer on quickly to the next note before the note stops playing. So I'm going to hammer on from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret like this. I'm only playing one note with my 2nd finger on the right hand, like this. But with my left hand I'm hammering on to the next note before the original note has stopped ringing, so it sounds like this. So you can see with my right hand I'm only playing one note, but because of my left hand you're hearing 2. So on the 3rd 1 thumb, 2 thumb pattern, when you play 2, hammer on to the 3rd fret, like this. 1 thumb, 2 thumb. Just practice it a couple of times like this. So one line sounds like this. Play that line through twice and you've got your intro, which should sound like this. And that's how to play your intro. And it's worth spending a little bit of time learning how to play that intro because you play it after the chorus before verse 2 and also 3 times at the end of the song when it all slows down. Now we move on to the verse. Now in the verse, every line ends in G. The chords are just D, G, B minor G, D, G, D, G, B minor G, B minor G. So every line ends on G. Now the verse is quite slow, so you can choose whatever strumming pattern you like. I'm just going to play 2 downstrokes on each chord, but you might want to play something a bit more interesting. But the reason I'm only playing 2 downstrokes on each chord is because I pick up the strumming pattern a bit when it hits the chorus. So let's go through the verse. I drove by all the places we used to hang out getting wasted. I thought about our last kiss, the way it felt, the way you tasted. And even though your friends tell me you're doing fine, and you're somewhere feeling lonely, even though he's right beside you, when he says those words that hurt you, do you read the ones I wrote you? Sometimes I start to wonder, was it just a lie? If what we had was real, how could you be fine? 'Cause I'm not fine at all. And you just play an extra downstroke on the G for that last line of "'cause I'm not fine at all." Then we move on to the chorus, which is just D, A, B minor, G 4 times. And because the song really picks up again here, you can change the strumming pattern if you like. I'm going to start playing down, down, up, down, up, like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And all the way through the chorus, it's just D, A, B minor, G 4 times through. I remember the day you told me you were leaving. I remember the makeup running down your face. And the dreams you left behind, you didn't need them. Like every single wish we ever made. I wish that I could wake up with amnesia and forget about the stupid little things. Like the way it felt to fall asleep next to you, and the memories I never can escape. 'Cause I'm not fine at, and then on the word all, you repeat the intro. So, and I'm not fine at all. Then you play verse 2 and the chords are exactly the same as verse 1. And then you repeat the chorus, which is exactly the same as the chorus we've just played. Then before the final chorus comes the one part of the song that's ever so slightly different, the bridge. And the chords for that are just A, B minor, G, D, A, B minor, G, G. And you can just play one downstroke on each of these chords because it's sort of the epic part of the song. If today I woke up with you right beside me, like all of this was just some twisted dream, I'd hold you closer than I ever did before, and you'd never slip away. No, you'd never hear me say. And then repeat the chorus one last time. And then after that final chorus, you play the intro 3 times over the really slow bit that goes, "'Cause I'm not fine at all. No, I'm really not fine at all. Tell me this is just a dream, 'cause I'm really not fine at all." And that's how to play Amnesia by 5 Seconds of Summer. I've been the ukulele teacher. If you have any requests for future lessons, let me know in the comments below. Till next time, I love you all and I wish you the best.